In April, Bhabesh Chandra Roy, a Hindu community leader in Dinajpur, was abducted and beaten to death. In June, a Durga temple near Dhaka was razed to the ground after pressure from extremists. And in September, the Bangladesh army reportedly opened fire on Hindus and Buddhists in the Chittagong hill tracts as they protested against rape and temple attacks. 258 anti-Hindu and anti-Christians, or let's say non-Muslim attacks, have taken place in Bangladesh in the first half of 2025. Last November, around 30,000 Hindus in Bangladesh gathered to protest against the Yunus government. Hindus are being attacked, temples are being vandalized, and families are fleeing their homes. This is the reality of Bangladesh. And yet, Bangladesh's chief advisor, Muhammad Yunus, says it's all fake news. Who's spreading the so-called fake news? Why is Yunus living in denial? This is Quick Take, your quick guide. I am Smita Prakash. Before getting into the crux of the issue, one has to see this in perspective. Muhammad Yunus's appeal is under strain, especially among political parties, critics, and parts of the youth. He's struggling to remain relevant. His timetable for elections is being rejected, and he needs something to stay in the news. In crisis politics, stoking communal tensions can shift public attention from governance failures or institutional stalling to identity and security issues. According to Yunus, reports of violence against Hindus are so-called fake news floated by India. Speaking in an interview with Mehdi Hasan, he claimed that these are mere neighborhood disputes or land conflicts, not communal attacks. So let's get this straight. Temples are attacked, people are assaulted, and entire communities are living in fear. But for Yunus, it's all a misunderstanding. And to prove his secular credentials last year, amid attacks against Hindus, Yunus made a visit to a Hindu temple, a visit that many called a token gesture, because symbolism can hide what is happening on the ground. Since Sheikh Hasina's ouster in August 2024, Bangladesh has been on a downward spiral. The student protests that brought Yunus to power promised democracy and reform. Instead, what Bangladesh got is chaos, censorship, and rising radicalism. Minorities, especially Hindus, have become easy targets in this uncertainty. With Hasina gone, Islamist groups have found space to grow louder and more aggressive. And Yunus's government, instead of curbing them, has chosen denial. He says India is spreading lies, but the images of burnt temples, the tearful faces of displaced Hindu families, and the protests in Dhaka tell another story. When even the United States expressed concern over attacks on Hindus, Yunus brushed it off. He mocks, he deflects, but he doesn't act. And now, more than a year later, the so-called interim government is still in power. Yunus was appointed to conduct elections. That was his only job. But there are no polls. They are expected to be held in February 2026. Meanwhile, Yunus is busy warning that Sheikh Hasina might return from India. He says, we are very worried about that. Worried about Hasina's return, but not about the safety of Hindus, the collapse of law and order, or the economy that's bleeding jobs? He even accused India of sheltering Hasina and fueling unrest in Bangladesh. At the same time, his government is facing protests from within the Bangladeshi army for allegedly allowing the United States to use military bases. Who exactly is destabilizing Bangladesh? Yunus blames everyone, India, Hasina, the media, except himself. And that's the real tragedy. A Nobel laureate who once spoke of poverty and peace is now presiding over fear and denial. Bangladesh needed an election. It got an excuse. It needed leadership. It got lectures. And the minorities who once believed in the dream of secular Bangladesh are once again paying the price. When Yunus tells Hindus, don't call yourself a Hindu, call yourself a citizen, it sounds noble, but it rings hollow when the state fails to protect its citizens. Because identity doesn't matter when mobs burn your home and the police looks away. So here's the real fake news. Professor Yunus, the fake news is the promise of equality. It's the promise of democracy. It's the promise of protection. And Bangladesh deserves better.